Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a Shop My Stash. So I'm going through my makeup collection with you and picking out some products that I haven't used lately or that I was just in the mood to use, and doing our makeup together and just chatting. I was in kind of a chatty mood today, as you'll see. Just kind of wanted to chat with you about some things I've been thinking about, my channel moving forward, and just a few updates. Just a good chit chat. So I hope you enjoy. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe, and let's get started. All right, let's pick out some makeup. I do think I am going to use a few things I already have out in my everyday makeup drawer, but I still want to pick a few things from over here. So I think I'm going to skip primer. I have primer over at my desk that I think I want to use, so we'll just go right to a foundation. I'm not really feeling foundation today. I kind of want to do something a little bit lighter. Maybe we'll do the Fenty, I forget the name of this. It's the stick, the new stick foundation. It's pretty light coverage though. I wouldn't call it like a super full coverage or anything. I haven't used this in a while, so I think we might go with that. And then I know that I want to use this. Let me grab it. I'm going to get this out. This is the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift, and I want to get this out because I was just reading through my comments before I filmed today, and it was my cherry blossom video from Huda Beauty, the new corrector, and I saw a comment, maybe more than one comment actually, of someone saying that this was like their holy grail, the Trish McEvoy, and it made me remember that yes, I do have this. So I'm gonna get this out because it's been a very long time since I've used that one. And then I do think I have a concealer over at my desk that I'm going to use. So we'll skip concealer as well. And I think that should be everything we need from here. Okay, let's do a powder. I do have powder over at my desk, but I have two over there, and I have been using the crap out of those powders. So let's use something different. I think I might do the Hourglass powder back here, the Veil powder. This is pretty new to me. I've used it a few times, but I haven't used it enough to really know my true thoughts on it. So I think I might pull that out for powder. I have highlighters here, but I think I have a highlighter over at my desk that I'm going to use, so we'll skip highlighter. Face palette, I think we'll skip. I want to do individual products today, I think. All right, what bronzer should we use? I'm trying to decide if I want to do cream and powder or if I just want to do cream. I either want to use this Gucci bronzer. This is the powder one, or for some reason, I've really been wanting to use this Chanel bronzer back here. Let's see, which one is this? I have two of them. That's the deeper one. This is the lighter one. Oh, no, it's not. That's the deeper one. This is the lighter one. I guess we'll pull it out. I might use this. I might use something else. Maybe we'll just pull out both of these, and I'll decide when we do the makeup, but those are the two I'm going to pull out for bronzers, and that is everything here. All right, for blush, always the hardest part for me to choose. This is something I haven't used in a while. This Mario Dusty Rose blush. This is really pretty actually. This is one of his stick blushes, but the shade is really good, really neutral. It doesn't lean like too warm or too cool to me. So I might pull that out. And then maybe we'll pull out a powder blush too. I may not end up using both, but I might pull one out just because. Maybe we'll pull this one out. This is Willa from Benefit. It's kind of a similar shade actually to the Makeup by Mario one. So I think we'll pull that out, and that should be it for this drawer. These are mainly my single shadows over here, which I feel like I want to use a palette today, so I really don't think I need any of my singles. And then I feel like I should pick a new liner to use because I've been using the Victoria Beckham ones in literally every video. I'm gonna pull out this green one. I kind of want to do a green liner. I don't know if I'll end up doing it, but I'm gonna pull it out anyways. All right, for mascara, I think I'll just use what's over there. So we won't pick anything new for that. And then I should probably use something new for my brows besides my Anastasia powder, even though that has just been my favorite thing lately. But maybe we'll pull out this. This used to be like one of my favorite brow pencils, this CoverGirl brow pencil. So I think I'll just pull that out. We can use something a little bit different for once. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty brow gel again. This is new to me, but I want to use it again. I have one out already from NYX, but I kind of want to use this because this is brand new to me. So I'm gonna pull that out. I think that's it for here. All right, now for my newly organized lip drawer, which I'm still loving. Very, very happy that I cleaned some stuff out. I have a few lip products out, but I think I'm gonna pick something else to use. All right, I think I wanna do maybe this Urban Decay liner in the shade Liar. It's kind of, I haven't used it in a while, but I think it's similar to like Pat McGrath structure, which I really love. So I think maybe we'll pull that out, and I can always pick something else if I don't end up wanting that. I think I might do this Patrick Ta lipstick. This is one of his newer shades in Flushed. It's a really, really pretty rosy pink. I really like it. So I think that might go well with that lip liner, and then maybe I'll pull out a gloss. I think I might pull out my Fenty Sweet Mouth gloss, which is just a light pink. And let's see, I think that's all I'm gonna pull out for lips. Okay, finally we're on to palettes. So I have my Patrick Ta Major Dimension 1 palette in my everyday makeup right now, so I kind of am thinking of using that. Or should I pull out something else? All right, I might pull out this. I may not end up using it, but I'm gonna pull it out. This little mini Victoria Beckham palette. This is her signature palette, the super neutral one. I may end up using my palette that I already have over there, but I'm gonna pull that out too, just in case. So that is it for here. Okay, let's do some makeup. I am gonna do my SPF because I haven't done that yet today. So I'm just gonna use this one from Biore. I figured in this video we could just kind of chat too, because it's been a little while since I've just kind of done like a chit chat, get ready with me type video. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, my hands are so cold. It is so cold here in North Carolina right now. We have not gotten snow, but I know a lot of places have. It's just really, really cold and my hands are freezing. Let me know how cold it is where you live. I feel like it's cold most places right now, in the United States at least. So let me know. I saw Nashville, a lot of people I follow live in Nashville and they've gotten a ton of snow. We have not here. It's just really, really cold. I had to go get a cup of tea because I need something to hold in my hands that's warm. I like cannot warm up. I don't know. I have socks on. leggings on, long sleeve shirt on. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I cannot warm up. All right, let's get into the makeup. I thought I was going to use primer. I think I'm actually just going to skip it and go right into the under eyes for some corrector. So I said earlier I want to use this because I saw several of you comment about this in my Cherry Blossom video, the Trish McAvoy Instant Eye Lift, and I had like totally forgotten that I even own this. So I figured we could use it today. I know I liked it when I've used it in the past. I just haven't used it recently. It's a little bit lighter than I typically go under my eyes, but I think it's okay. It's not super white looking, so hopefully it's fine. While it's sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Fenty Eaze Drop Stick. Eaze Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. I don't know why I can never remember the name of this. This is the shade number 3. Okay, I'm gonna blend this under eye first, I think. I don't remember how long I have with this before it starts to really dry down. I want to say this product comes in 3 shades and this is the lightest one. I think this one is shade 1 and then there's 2 and 3, pretty sure. Let's see, what brush should we use? Definitely reaching the point where I need to wash all my brushes again. So I thought we could chat about my channel and just some things that I've been thinking about. I think I mentioned in a recent video I was gonna do a video kind of talking about my thoughts on my channel and what I want to do moving forward. I actually meant to do this closer to the beginning of January, but I was gonna say this month has been a lot, but honestly the last few months, especially December and January, have been a lot. I was sick, my husband was sick, then my husband got sick again. I managed to not get it the second time. I don't know, there's just been a lot going on, so my schedule has been a little bit messed up, but I'm hoping we're about to get back to normal. I hope all of you are doing well. I know I feel like everybody is sick or has been sick in the last month or two. It's crazy. So I hope you guys are doing well, hanging in there. I know these major shifts in weather are definitely not helping the situation with the sicknesses, because here in North Carolina, one week it's like 60, late or high 50s, then 3 days later it's 40, closer to 32, 30. It's just like it's never constant this time of year. It's always like up and down. And I feel like that's definitely one of the things that makes people sick a lot. All right, for concealer, I'm going to use this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is actually in my everyday makeup right now, so we're going to use this one. So in regards to my channel and just like my thoughts, and these are just things I've been thinking about, so I'm going to share them with you. If you've been watching for, I don't know, the last month or so, I did a few declutter videos. I didn't do everything. Well, I intended to film everything, but some of the declutters, the footage was just, it was no good. I couldn't really fix it. I tried on a few of them and I just got frustrated and quit. Anyway, I shouldn't say always, but sometimes declutter videos, in a good way, they really make you, or they make me at least, they make me sit and think about my channel and how many things that I'm buying, how many things am I buying that I actually continue to use or at least want to continue to use. And this time in particular, I've done declutters a few different times on my channel, but this time in particular, after I did it and, I went through everything, figured out what I was keeping, what I was going to get rid of, it kind of brought me to a realization that I think I already kind of had a few months ago, but the declutter videos really brought it home, I guess, is what I would say. In 2024, I want my channel to not focus so much on new products. And it's such a hard boundary to set when you do this for work, like as a job. Even though I love it, and honestly, it really doesn't feel like a job most of the time, but it is. It is a business. And for me, the hardest thing about doing YouTube, and it's kind of been this way for me from the beginning, is deciding, okay, what am I going to buy to review on my channel? What am I not going to buy? Because I know you guys know, I know a lot of you love makeup just like I do, and I know that you see all these new things coming out, and if you're a true makeup lover, or even if you don't just love it but you like it, these things pique your interest. And then, you see maybe somebody that you like on YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, using it, and then you get even more curious about it. And when you do this as a job, you get even more curious about things because you try a lot of things and it makes you want to try other things, and you want to have things to talk about and, tell you guys what I think is worth the money and what I don't think is worth the money. But at the same time, I don't have a desire, and I think maybe at the beginning of my channel, I did a little bit more, but as the years have gone on, I've been doing this for 4.5 years. I still love makeup as much as I did when I started, and in fact, I probably love it more now than I did before. But I don't have a desire to have a crazy big makeup collection. And I know my collection is large. It's much larger than anyone ever needs, or the average person. It is much larger, and it's always going to be that way because of the nature of what I do here. But I don't have a desire to have an astronomically large makeup collection. Like, I'm talking 100 or more foundations, 100 or more concealers, and I do have a lot, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, it's just in the last, 6 months or so, I've really stopped to think about what I want to change in 2024 with my channel. And one of the things is I just want to focus more on makeup that I have, makeup that you guys have, things that I bought and they're beautiful and they deserve to be used more than they are. And I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression and think like, oh, I'm saying I'm not gonna review new makeup anymore, because no. That's never gonna happen. And I don't want it to happen. I love to try new makeup. It's something that is just so fun to me. But I do plan to try and review less than I have in the past. Bottom line, what I'm saying is I just want to be more selective in the things that I'm buying to review. And I am the person, I'll be the first to admit, a lot of you can probably relate to this, and this is one of the habits that I'm trying to break, is I'm the person that when I go to Target, to say I'm going to Target, we have a super Target really close to our house, going to Target to get bananas or something like that. It's really the closest kind of place to get groceries to my house. So I go to Super Target quite a bit just because it's right down the road. If I go in there to get bananas, I am the person that on the way to the checkout, I will then swing through the drugstore makeup, and 9 times out of 10, I will leave with at least one thing that I absolutely did not need. absolutely did not need. And in the past, my thought has always been, oh, well, I'll use it in a video, so it's fine. Well, no, we're gonna try to tone that down. And I think the thing that I'm gonna start kind of asking myself is, okay, Blair, before we buy this lip liner, it's just the first thing I thought of from CoverGirl. What is our plan for this product? You know, is it going in a video? Which video is it going in? And what's the video going to be? Like, I need to basically just be more mindful of the makeup that I'm buying because I have so much. I have so much. And again, I love makeup, and a lot of it just comes from the love of it and just wanting to try things. I think anyone that has a hobby or something that they're really passionate about can relate to this, and that you kind of become, like, you just kind of become obsessed with it sometimes. And I have definitely been like that with makeup. And in regards to my channel, sometimes, I don't know, I feel like I end up buying things to review. I either don't get around to including them in a video, so then I bought it for a review and it doesn't get used, it just sits. Or I do use it, I use it one time, maybe I'm not crazy about it, maybe it wasn't something that I was just dying to try, and then, you know, down the road it ends up getting decluttered. So that's kind of where my head has been at. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to draw the line and how I'm going to make these decisions for my channel, basically. So that's kind of one of the things that I've been thinking about that I wanted to share. So, you know, on my channel, I am going to be doing more Shop My Stash style videos. And like I said, it's not that I'm saying I'm not going to buy new products, because I absolutely am. I'm just not going to buy as many. I've also kind of gone back and forth on the whole project pan thing, which I've done that a little bit in the past. I always end up kind of falling off of it though, because I don't know, I feel like, again, my collection is too large to really truly do a project pan. So I don't know, I'm still kind of going back and forth on that, but I've kind of been considering incorporating a little bit of a project pan into my everyday makeup drawer videos every month. If you watched my January makeup drawer video, I kind of mentioned in that video, or I think I talked about it, that I picked a lot fewer products for my everyday makeup drawer this month, and I have been loving that. I really, really enjoy having a much smaller, more curated collection of products, and I feel like I've been using them more, and I'm kind of like getting to know them more, you know, like what I really think about them, what I like about them, what I don't like about them. And that has been working really well for me. So part of me thought, well, maybe I should just like consider my everyday makeup products for the month as like my current project pan, because I can tell you, like, we're halfway through the month. I've already used all these things in my drawer at least 10 times each. Maybe more than that, honestly, which that doesn't happen if I choose too many things during my everyday makeup drawer videos. So kind of been thinking about that. I don't know. I have kind of mixed feelings on it. I love the idea of a project pan, but I also don't like the idea of being like consumed by it and then feeling like, okay, you know, I have to make sure I'm using this product because I gotta hit pan, or I'm trying to hit pan or something like that. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about doing with that, and then maybe just doing my everyday makeup drawer is like my project pan. And maybe if I use them enough throughout the month, maybe I will hit pan on something, and then I could share that maybe in the next everyday makeup drawer video. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. If you have any ideas, you can comment them below and let me know what you think. But that's kind of what what I've been thinking about, I'm using the Chanel bronzer right now. If you're curious, this is the lightest shade. I'm gonna use this blush first. We might use the powder blush in a minute. This is the Mario Soft Pop Blush Stick in Dusty Rose. And the other thing that I've kind of been going back and forth on with my channel, and I know a lot of you are not gonna like this, but so I've been considering going down to 2 videos a week on my channel. I know. And it's not because I really want to be honest. It's because another thing that I really need to prioritize this year is short form content. Because really since I started my channel, my main focus has always been YouTube, and that's mainly because I love YouTube the most. Long form content is definitely what I prefer, for sure. But the reality is when you're in the social media world right now, you gotta incorporate some short form if you want your business to grow. That's kind of the way it is right now. Now, in my opinion, I think things are going to swing back to long form content. I don't know when, but I do think people are going to go back more for long form. I want to say long form content. I think there's a time and a place for everything. I don't dislike short form, but I definitely prefer long form content. I would love to hear from you guys what you prefer. I think I know what most of you prefer, but anywho, I have not done a great job prioritizing short form content for my business, and the reality is I need to do a better job of doing that moving forward. So that's why I've been considering going down to 2 videos. However, I don't really want to do that. So instead, I'm trying to kind of rework my schedule during the week and basically spend one whole day at least a week just doing short form things, because I just have to. I just need to do that. So I am not going to go to 2 videos a week. However, there will be weeks that there will only be 2 videos, but I'm not officially going down to 2. And I know a lot of you, even some of you have messaged me and told me, please don't do less videos. And I know, trust me, I get it. YouTube is just time consuming, and it doesn't bother me because I love doing it. Honestly, I even like editing videos, to be honest. I know a lot of people don't like editing videos. Honestly, I don't mind it. But the reality is it's extremely time consuming, and it is. I mean, depending on the video takes hours. I mean, 3 or 4 hours editing a video sometimes. And that's assuming that nothing goes wrong. Something goes wrong, then you can just add on another hour to 2 hours usually to your video time. But anyhow, I'm not going to go down to 2. But just know that there are going to be some weeks, like last week. I only got 1 video up last week, and that was mainly because of a lot of other things going on. Not really a YouTube kind of thing, but anyway, that's kind of what I've been thinking. I've got to focus more on short form content though. I just do. So, having said that, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. I know a lot of you aren't even on those platforms, and if you're not, then I totally understand. But if you are, please follow me. I'm going to go in with just a little tiny bit of the Gucci bronzer and just go over the Chanel bronzer, just a little. So I'm also trying to do more Shop My Stash content on Instagram and TikTok too. If you follow me, you've probably seen a little bit of it, but I've been trying to do like shorter, little edited versions of Shop My Stash videos over there. because that's definitely something you don't see a lot on Instagram or TikTok, is like people shopping their stash. It's mainly all about new products, which again, I'm here for. I love a new product, but I also just love makeup. It doesn't have to be new for me to love it, you know what I mean? I've also been really selective in the last few months about the PR that I accept, and I don't have brands like knocking down my door trying to give me PR at the point that I'm at, so just know that. But I do have brands ask me if they can send things from time to time, and when I don't know, like a year, maybe 2 years into my channel, I would accept more. But in the last, I would say, 6 months or so, I've just really gotten selective with things that I accept, because I'm tired of taking things and then if they're not something that I'm super interested in, then most likely they don't get used and they just sit around. I end up giving them to someone else, or they just don't get used and they take up space here and they cloud my head. I'm also realizing more and more about myself that I don't do well with too many things, like too many things in my surrounding. That's kind of why I went to the everyday makeup drawer in the drawer again and not in that big acrylic thing that sits here, just because I don't know what it is, but my brain does not do well with a lot of clutter. And I don't know, something about having just less things in my line of sight is very appealing. So I've been very careful about what I'm accepting and what I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna fill in my brows. And while I do that, I'll tell you one other thing that's gonna stop. Then we'll talk about something else. But I'm really about to expose myself here, so don't judge me. In regards to like buying things for a review and then it never happening, here's an example. I'll tell you something I bought in 2023 because I saw a lot of people review it, a lot of people loving it. I then convinced myself that I should buy it and do a video on it, even though by the time I got it, it was kind of irrelevant at that point. But anyway, the Byredo Remembrance palette, if you're not familiar, Byredo, I believe they are a fragrance brand, and then they've recently started doing makeup, and they release one eyeshadow palette a year, and I think they've done like 2 or 3 of them. But anyway, that was not something that was even on my radar. I'm not even super familiar with Byredo, the brand. I mean, I know what it is, but I'm not super knowledgeable in that brand. Well, that came out, I forget when that came out in 2023, but it came out. I saw a lot of people do videos on it, talking about it. So I convinced myself that I should buy it and do a video on it. So I do. Never did a video on it. So when I was going through my makeup room recently, I told you my mom was here. We went through and she helped me kind of get everything in order, which I really needed. We were going through some stuff that I had in here that I bought for a video and then never did the video. All right, my memory card just filled up and I didn't even realize, so I don't know where I was, but I think I was talking about when my mom was here, we were going through trying to clean this room up and kind of just clean everything out and just get a better system for this office. And that was one of the products that was sitting in my closet. I bought it, never did a video on it, which that's totally on me, but that's just an example of something that I'm really trying to not do in 2024. Because, yeah, it's just, I don't know. When you like something, you see a lot of people using it, you love makeup. I know some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anywho, I'm trying to be better, but that's just one example of something that I have bought thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a video on this, and then I don't do it. I don't do it because other things take priority, and then before you know it, something else has come out that I'm doing a video on. So anyway, that's just kind of my goal for 2024, is to not do that kind of stuff. There's still going to be things that I buy because I want to try them, but I'm just trying to be more mindful is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have forgotten how to fill in my brows with a brow pencil because I've been so on that brow powder now. I feel like I don't even know what to do with a pencil. All right, we're just gonna stop there and we'll move on to the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. So having said that about, you know, being more mindful about things that I'm purchasing, I don't know if I'm gonna start doing, and if you have suggestions, you can let me know. I don't know if I'm going to start doing like a makeup wish list video where we can all talk about, I can tell you things that are on my wish list, you can tell me things that are on your wish list, and you know, y'all can talk to each other in the comments, and maybe somebody will talk you out of something, or maybe somebody will talk you into something, because that's probably a possibility also. But I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that kind of video. I know a lot of people do the will I buy it videos. I don't know if I want to do that exact thing, but I guess that would kind of be what it is. If I did like a wish list video. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going in with a little bit of my Sigma shadow stick now in Persuade. And then I think I am going to use my Patrick Ta palette for a little bit of shadow today. I did see, or I've seen so many things, I feel like just in January, things that have either just come out or they are releasing in the next few weeks. But I just saw that Prada Beauty is on Sephora now, which that has always interested me. So I don't know, I may end up trying that at some point this year. I have a bunch of gift cards too from Christmas that I still have. I have some Rouge rewards that I'm trying to hang on to from Sephora. But yeah, Prada Beauty is definitely something that has interested me for sure. I'm also interested in the, I was going to say Rare Beauty, not Rare Beauty, Fenty concealer, the new hydrating concealer. I haven't seen too many reviews on it yet, but I wasn't a huge fan of the original Fenty concealer. I forget what it's even called, but maybe the Pro Filter or Pro Matte Filter or something like that. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but I think this one is supposed to be a little bit less coverage and more hydrating. So I'm kind of interested in that. I'm trying to think what else I've seen. Let me know what's on your wish list right now. But anyway, having said that, I have also put myself on kind of an undisclosed, unannounced, I should say, no buy. So I really haven't bought anything makeup wise in the last few weeks. The only thing I have purchased is the Huda Beauty corrector, because y'all know, I mean, that one made perfect sense for me to buy because I do a lot of color corrector videos here and I love them. So that was an easy buy for me. But I also used a gift card, so I'm just going to say that doesn't even count as a purchase, you know? Okay, what should we do? I just went in with this light brown shade in the palette right here. I am going to take a little bit of this creamy, like white shade here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of that on my lid. All right, I'm going to go in with some of this Give eyeliner. This one is the green shade, which is Greener Pastures. And I'm going to use this for a little bit of a liner today. I also have a list of brands that I made at the beginning of the year that are new to me, that I really haven't tried a whole lot from, that I want to try this year. So that's another focus that I have, is I want to try some of those brands that are on that list. One of the brands is Chanel. Other than the bronzer and, let's see, have I tried anything else from Chanel? I've tried the Chanel Le Volume Mascara years ago, but I think that's it. I have not tried much from Chanel at all. That is something I definitely want to do at some point this year. I also want to try Beauty Pie. That's another brand I've been curious about for quite a while. Totally switching gears now, but I just thought of it, so I thought I would mention it. How many of you watch The Bachelor? Let me know. I'm very curious. So I used to be really, really into it. And I don't know, the last, I would say 2 years maybe, I feel like it just hasn't been as good. But I will say I am really excited for the new Bachelor. I think, what is his name? Joey? I think his name is Joey. I think his season is starting, what is today? I think it starts this coming Monday, like the 22nd maybe? Yeah, I think that's right. Let me know, do any of you watch The Bachelor? I feel like I don't have anyone to talk about it with when I do watch it. I used to love Bachelor in Paradise, but I don't know, this last one they just did wasn't very good to me. I don't know. Well, I think last year it was decent, but this year, I don't know. I was not super into Bachelor in Paradise. But anyway, I just thought of that. So let me know. I feel like this whole video is just like my stream of consciousness. I'm just telling you whatever is going through my mind. Oh, I know another thing I was going to touch on in this video. We're just going all over the place. Something else I did just like a week or so ago is I went through my Instagram. I was going to say TikTok, but mainly Instagram. And I went on like an unfollow spree and just unfollowed a ton of people. And you know what? That was a really good decision. Because I know social media is a great thing, but it can also be a not so great thing if you don't kind of take control of what you are consuming all the time. And I always feel like it's a good idea every now and then, like say once a year, maybe every 6 months, go through who you're following. You can just go through like one by one and unfollow people that don't send you good vibes. You know what I mean? People that you follow and maybe they don't make you feel great about yourself or whatever it is. Maybe the things that they post you're not really into, or I don't know. They're just not really serving you. Following them is not really serving you is what I mean. And if that's the case, then unfollow them. You'll have less stuff in your feed. You'll be exposed to less stuff. And things will be, it really does make a difference. I did that not long ago and it was a very, very good decision. Even if it's me. Even if you need to unfollow me. Unfollow me. If I'm not making you feel good, then unfollow me, you know? I hope I am. I hope you don't unfollow me. But if you need to, I will not hold it against you. Alright, almost done. Let's go in with lip liner. I'm going to use this one, the Urban Decay in Liar. By the way, something I realized I don't think I said earlier, the Viredo palette that I told you I bought and then I didn't use it in a video, I did end up reselling it on my Poshmark. So I did get some of my money back from it, thank goodness. But try not to have that many occurrences like that moving forward. But I did make some of my money back on it. I will link my Poshmark also. I keep forgetting to link it in the description box because some of you have been asking. So this time I will link it. Using the Patrick Ta lipstick in the shade Flushed. And then I'm just going to top it with some Fenty Gloss in Sweet Mouth. Alright, that is everything for this chatty shop my stash. Y'all listening to me just tell you what's been on my mind. I hope you enjoyed it. You can expect more of this kind of video for sure in 2024. Thank you for watching. I will have everything listed and linked for you if you are curious about anything. My links are affiliated, so they do support my channel. If you use them, thank you so much. And yeah, if you have anything that you really want to see on my channel, please leave it in the comments. I love getting ideas from you guys. Honestly, some of my best ideas come from ideas from other people. So if you have anything that you'd like to see, leave it in the comments. If you're new here, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. And like I said, I have a lot more short form content coming in the future, Instagram and TikTok. So make sure you're following me over there as well if you are on those platforms. And I will see you next time for another video. Remember, simply be you. Bye.